What's up, dudes, fellow riders of all walks of bikes? Welcome. Huddle closer to the fire as I tell you a tale of life on two wheels. For all of you new viewers, come sit at the front and let me take your name at the register. It's a brand new week and by gosh, been busy. I do apologize for not posting 2 episodes weekly, but let me put my house in order so that we can resume normal schedule. Now I'll try to make this short, I do hope. But anyway, here's the gist of things. So you're a new rider and you've taken your bike down to the garage or have met a fellow rider who happens to eat at the same place that you do. You talk, and during the conversation he or she mutters some words you've never heard of, but you don't want to seem stupid or unknowledgeable. You decide to laugh along in order to end it quickly. We have all been in that kind of situation. You don't have to lie, but yes, there is a motorcycle slang, and I thought that maybe there might be someone out there that I might help in order to continue the conversation whenever you are in such a situation. So here goes the top 5 motorcycle slang that you can't miss to know. Number 1, it's a squid. If you're a follower of Papa Yam, and I do highly recommend that you watch him, link below, and you must know of how often he mentions the word squid. You might think it's a sea creature, but also it means something totally different in the biking world. It means someone who is characterized by reckless riding and lack of protective gear. We all know them, we've seen them almost daily. For example, we can also consider most border riders as squids. We did a test on those yellow helmets, by the way. If you haven't watched it, I do highly recommend that you do. I will post it some notification somewhere along the screen. Number 2, we do have knee dragging. If you're a rider, and you must know or at least have heard of figure 8 along Southern Bypass. If not, you're probably living under a rock. Anyway, so if you've been there on a weekend, you must have seen the big boys display some awesome leaning while dragging the knee. This is used to describe the act of motorcycle road racing in which the rider's inside knee often comes in contact with the track surface while cornering, and with the motorcycle leaned over. If you watch MotoGP, it's actually the norm of the day. It's actually what it's commonly used in order to take those kind of sharp turns. Number 3, we do have the chicken strips. Remember the previous one? Now this is the opposite. This is the measure of how far you leaned. You'll definitely see it among the big boys after a session of knee dragging to see who has the least number of chicken strips. Now it's sort of a dig measuring competition. The more you lean, the lesser you have chicken strips, and according to Urban Dictionary, it's the strips of unscathed rubber on the outside edges of the motorcycle tire caused by the rider being too chicken to lean in the motorcycle all the way to the edge. It's used as a measurement of the rider's skills in most cases. See, I told you. Number 4, we do have wheelies. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably seen one of my good friends and one particular dude doing a wheelie, or as Papa Yam likes to call them,
mega dank nooners.
So these are motorcycle stunts done by riding on one wheel while the other one is raised in the air. It's a tough skill to learn, and it takes some months of practice and occasional ass stomach slapping. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. Do not try this at home. Number 5, and the last one, you do have low side and high side. If you're a track enthusiast, you've seen and heard this term a million times. Maybe it's never happened to you, maybe it has. Again, if you've watched any of my videos, you might have seen this. Now a high side is a term used to describe a crash in which the bike is leaned over while cornering and flips back towards the outside, usually caused when the rear wheel traction is suddenly lost and the rider's panic causes him to abruptly close the throttle. As a result, the rear wheel suddenly and forcefully regains traction, violently flipping the bike away from the direction of lean and throwing the rider outward. Such, if you watch MotoGP, you do remember the famous Marc Marquez MotoGP high side during the warm-up lap. Now I will post, here's a clip of him with that nasty fall. A low side is a term used to describe a crash in which the bike is leaned over while cornering and falls down towards the inside. This is usually caused when the front wheel loses traction, such as this. Again, if you've seen any of my videos, this might seem familiar. If you haven't, I will post a notification somewhere along the screen so that you can see. So those are the most common slang terms used, well, according to me. What do you think? Have I left something out? It's just something that you might want to add. Let me know in the comment section below. I do love reading and replying to all your comments, and also getting into a war of words with some of you guys. It's always fun to have conversation in the comment section. Anyway, thank you so much for 300 plus subs, man. It's really unbelievable how fast we are growing, and once we hit 500 subs, such a great thing awaits, hopefully. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do love you guys. More epic content coming your way. Please give this video a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Ride safe, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.